Listen, never be afraid of being different. Try just to get out of your comfort zone. Yeah. Follow your heart, follow your gut feeling. Be brave. Be brave.
This podcast encourages and empowers you to create your own unique real story, develop your own unique real statement, and discover your own unique real self. The power is yours. Good morning, Sara, Nyström, Lennqvist. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful morning?
Good morning, Angel. I'm very well, thank you. So thrilled to be here and grateful to be here with you.
Yeah, it's a great pleasure. We connected in the most interesting way, the power of a conversation, I must say. Do tell us about your talents, though, the ones that connected the opportunity for me to have this conversation with you today.
I will tell you about my talents. I believe that everybody has a talent, right? A gift. Sadly enough, most grown-ups, I think, or many grown-ups at least, don't find their true talent or their true mission in life. It's been a sort of a struggle for me to find my mission. My talent is maybe clear earlier than that. My talent is communication. I speak many foreign languages, and my special gift is building relations with others and just communicating with other human beings. Yeah.
Hmm.
And then you have to decide what am I going to do with this talent, right? That's another thing.
Yeah, well, but who did you get that from, though? Is there someone in your family that had that as a natural ability as well? Or is it that they didn't have it and then you picked it up?
Yeah, let me tell you, I believe my parents raised both me and my sister to be very independent. So quite early on in life, I decided to walk my own way, not to do what other wanted to do or just follow my friends. So I always sort of made my own choices and felt good about that. Yeah, not worrying too much what others would do. And so it turned out that quite early on in life, I started traveling by myself. Many friends, they would go like after school, they would do the typical thing to do au pair. You know, you go babysitting in a family. Usually my friends would go maybe two together to maybe England or United States. But myself, I really wanted to learn Italian. So that is just an example. I just went by myself. I was 19 years old and I didn't speak a word Italian, but I went to Italy to do au pair and to learn Italian. Yeah. And before that, I actually got myself a job in Disneyland Paris that one they had just opened up in France.
Wow.
So then I did the France. And all of a sudden, it just became my thing. I learned language. I realized, well, I knew that already that I easily learned languages. That was my gift. It was easy for me because I was independent at an early age and I just went on between 20 and 30. I was hardly in Sweden or I came home and then I went again. And then what came out of it, of course, a lot of life experience. But now today I am 44 and I'm very happy and proud that I have learned many things from my years around the world and more specifically the languages. And while learning the languages also, you have to communicate, right? And that is also when you learn a language before you really have the vocabulary, you have to use a lot of nonverbal communication. And that's what I'm realizing now. I had been doing this for a long time without thinking about it. And today I work with nonverbal communication specifically, which actually is a big part of communication. Different studies say different things, but somewhere between 60 and 93% of our communication is actually nonverbal.
Yeah, the Center for Body Language, right? Again, this is the connection that came through Patrick Wazowski, right?
Yeah, right.
And you all are doing some amazing things, right? He and his wife, and by extension, the
Yeah,
team,
exactly.
right? So
Beautiful.
you're doing this, right? Why will you continue? I mean, you've had the adventure part,
Hmm.
you've had the challenges, of course, that go with it. Why will you continue, nevertheless, to communicate the way you do?
For about 20 years, I have had a strong sensation, a strong feeling about that there is something specific in life that I need to do, like a mission or whatever, you can call it whatever you want, but something I want to give the world or, something I need to work with. I went around the world and I said I learned so many things and I went on to study. I'm a curious person, so I studied a lot at the university. And then I was there, all those skills and all this experience, and still I didn't know what I was supposed to do with it, right? And at one point, me and my husband, we became parents through adoption. That was 4 years ago. And I had sort of given up on my struggle to find what I was supposed to do because I changed jobs a couple of times and I was so tired of looking for my thing. So I sort of gave up myself. But when I became a mother, I felt that it's not only about me now. I want my son to be happy in his heart. And the only way he can be happy in his heart is if I am happy in my heart myself. So that pushed me to go to attend an event called Unleash the Power Within with Tony Robbins. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
Yeah.
UPW. Yeah, I went to London by myself. That was in 2018. So it's quite close in time. And then after that, I sort of got connected with myself. I did some deep transformation. And after that, I sort of got connected. So I had the answer. I had been looking for the answer around the world and being very restless, but I had the answer in my heart all the time. And when I was at the UPW with Tony Robbins, I got connected to myself. I had this profound transformation. And as I came back from there, nothing magical. It's just that I got in touch with my inner core. Yeah. Does it make sense to you?
It does make a ton of sense. Yeah.
Instead of looking outside, I just turned inside. And I believe that there is some people call it God. We can have different religions. For me, I believe in the universe. I believe in a higher power. So I started speaking to the universe, saying, please, I am ready to receive and I'm ready to give from my talent. Please, please help me to give from my talent and to feel fulfilled, to feel happy and to help other people. And I did this every night. And all of a sudden, two things happened. I became a student of a mentorship program, business mentorship program called Industry Rockstar. The other thing that happened is that I actually got an email from Patrick and Kasia Wasowski, the founders of Center for Body Language. I received emails from them before because I attended some free webinar a long time ago. But this time it called my attention very much. It said that they were looking for a partner in Sweden. And it wasn't like I went like, oh, that sounds interesting. No, it was like I saw it and instantly I knew that is me. So I would schedule a call with Kasia Wasowski and I told them that you can stop looking for a partner in Sweden because I'm here.
Wow.
And at that point, I didn't know anything about body language. I just knew this was me. Yeah. So super convinced.
Well, I guess you didn't know the theory behind it, but you knew the practical side. Yeah, you were doing it, right? Like traveling
I knew a
across the
little
world.
bit. I wasn't that crazy angle, but I knew a little bit about it because I had done some webinar already a few years back in time.
Right.
But I was super convinced. And then I would, in like 6 months, I certified myself in everything they offer, more or less. And then they would call me back and they said that we would really like to have you on board as our exclusive partner in Sweden. And now I'm here another 6 months after that. And I'm actually now their executive director of Center for Body Language. So what I want to say with all this thing is that I got connected to my core. It took me about 20 years to do that, but you get so much power when you're in contact with what you're supposed to do, when you're in contact with your talent. Yeah. I think that magic start happening. And then I maybe believe in magic, magical stuff because I don't know how to express it really.
I love that. I think you did well. Well done. Well done. I appreciate that. All right. Well, let's switch gears for a moment now and let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Sara, what is your earliest childhood memory?
I think that my earliest childhood memory would be maybe I am 5 years old and I'm playing with our two German shepherds. My father was a police officer and we had German shepherds, usually two of them, and I could never leave them alone. They were like my big brothers.
Why do you think this memory is so clear?
Because I have a profound love for dogs and animals in general. I love animals. So I think love.
Well, if we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
That was Europe, the Swedish group Europe Final
I do
Countdown.
not. I'll have to check that out for sure.
Oh, you don't know that?
No.
It's the final countdown. Do-do-do.
Love it. I love when my guests sing. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're immortalized now. All right, my friend. Well, we've arrived at our destination. But before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready, Sara?
Yeah, I'm ready. Go, go, go.
Sara, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
I think my son would be the instant answer. But do you mean on that like family level or do you mean like we could talk on different levels, right?
Yeah, you could, yeah.
I want to pass my skills on to as many as possible. Yeah, I want to pass them on to the world. Yeah, I want the world to be more emotionally intelligent. I think that we need it. We arrived at the phase where the world needs more understanding, compassion, and emotional intelligence. But I work with my son every day. Yeah. So I have two answers, the world and my son, depending on the level.
You are married, yes?
Yeah, I'm married.
You have a son.
I have a son.
Do you believe in God?
I believe in the universe. I believe in a higher power. For me, I don't pray to God, but I feel convinced there is something greater than us. Yeah, definitely.
All right. Do you have an inner circle of friends?
If I have an inner circle of friends, yes, I do.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No, no time for that.
How about 3 hours a week?
Over 3 hours a week? No, I don't think that either. I have in my life, but not at this point in time. No time for that.
What about screen time, the phone and or the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Oops. I do admit I'm a bit addicted to my phone and try not to be it. I try to, take white weeks. I need that. Yeah, definitely stuck on that one. You got me.
All right, all right. If you had to share with us, Sara, your own unique real statement, a statement that represents who you are, what would you say that is?
Wow, a statement of who I am. Okay, like connecting with people.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sara, connecting with people. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Thanks.
All right, Sara, this has been such of a great pleasure. Before we leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Oh, I would love to share so many things. Listen, people listening to this, never be afraid of being different. And even though it's sometimes difficult to walk your own way, try just to get out of your comfort zone. Yeah. Follow your heart, follow your gut feeling, and you're going to get so much back from that.
Love
Be
it.
brave. Be brave.
Love it. All right, my friend. Well, again, Sara, this was such a great pleasure, I treasure. Thank you for being on what is inspired by 12-minute convos with Angel Jones. This podcast is produced by Pod Edits. Visit podedits.com for professional podcast publishing.